A-Level Statistics. Displaying data, stem and leaf diagrams. Let's have a look at how we can display discrete data. If we have discrete data, one way of presenting it is with a stem and leaf diagram. This has the advantage over other methods, such as bar charts, in that no data is lost. Now let's see what a stem and leaf diagram is. Consider the marks that 21 students obtained in a test. Now we can put this information in a diagram. Each number in the list is divided into two parts. The last digit of each number is called a leaf, and the other digits form the stem. In this case, the numbers go from 45 to 83, so the stems go from 4 to 8. We list these in order vertically in a temporary diagram. This isn't the final diagram, we'll complete that later. So we draw a bar, and beside it we write the numbers 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. We then draw the last digit or leaf of each number going across from the stem. Now the first number in the list is 60. So in the row with a 6 we write a 0. We can do this term by term, marking off the terms as we fill them in. Now let's cross out the 60 and look at the next number, that's 54. So beside the 5 we write a 4. And then the next number is 72. So beside the 7 we write a 2. Then we have 62. So beside the 6, after the 0 we write a 2. We then have 69, so in the row 6 we write a 9. We then have 52, so in the row with 5 we write a 2. Then 77, in the row with a 7 we write a 7. Then 45, so in the row with a 4 we write a 5. And then 62, so in the row with a 6 we add a 2. Then 74, in the row 7 we put a 4. And then 47, in row 4 we write a 7. Then 72. Then 57. Then 67, then 51, then 70, then 54, then 61, then 83, then 67, and finally 80. We next redraw the diagram, but put the leaves in order along each line. So again, we start with the numbers 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and draw a vertical line. We must make sure that the leaves are put in neat vertical columns. Now in the first row we had 5 and 7. They're already in order, so we just write 5 and 7 next to the 4. In the next row we had 4, 2, 7, 1, 4. Now putting those in order we have 1, 2, 4, 4, 7. So we write that next to the 5. Next to the 6 we had 0, 2, 9, 2, 7, 1, 7. Well, if we put those in order, that gives us 0, 1, 2, 2, 7, 7, 9, which we put next to the 6. In row 7 we had 2, 7, 4, 2, 0. So to put those in order, we have 0, 2, 2, 4, 7, which we write next to the 7. And finally, next to the 8 we had 3, 0, so putting that in order, next to the 8 we write 0, 3. We also need a key to explain what's going on. In this case, the key says that 4 bar 5 represents the number 45. And then this is our completed stem and leaf diagram. Now if we look at the diagram, all the original numbers are still available and have been sorted in order. The leaves are separated from the stems by a vertical line, and the leaves form a sort of horizontal bar. If we colour in the rows, we see that they actually do form a bar chart. Now, when we draw a stem and leaf diagram, we're somewhat limited in the way that we can set this out. For example, if we consider the following data, we notice all the numbers are in the 30s, 40s or 50s. So if we draw a stem and leaf diagram, we only have 3 rows. This makes a very short but wide diagram. If we have a set of data that has few values for the stems, it may be better to repeat the stem numbers. What we can do is take the numbers that start with a 30 and split it into two groups, group 30 to 34 and then 35 to 39. Similarly with 40, 40 to 44 and then 45 to 49. And 50 to 54, 55 to 59. Now we have a taller and narrower diagram. Remember, we must always put in a key, so 3 bar 1 represents 31. So we can divide each stem number into two rows, the first being for leaves from 0 to 4 and the second for leaves from 5 to 9. In this case, this gives a clearer diagram. Now we can also pair up stem and leaf diagrams. Suppose we want to compare two sets of data, set A and set B. Well, we can draw two separate diagrams, one for group A and one for group B. But instead, we can draw them back to back. Now in this case, group A is drawn exactly as it was before, but group B is drawn backwards. The leaves are drawn moving away to the left from the stem, and so moving away they go 0, 3, 4, 7 towards the left. Next to the 2, it'll be 0, 3 towards the left. Now if we look at the two groups, we can instantly see that group A has a lot of lower numbers than group B. Now remember, we must put in a key. In this case, the key's got 3 parts to it, so 2, 4, 8 represents 48 in group A and 42 in group B. Let's look at another couple of examples. Example 1. Create a stem and leaf diagram of the following data. Now to solve this, supposing we can sort the data into order. Now if we can do this, it makes drawing the stem and leaf diagram a lot easier. We can simply write 0 followed by 688, 1 followed by 46699, 2 followed by 11334, 56689, 3 followed by 2589, 4 followed by 0338, and 5 followed by 6. But the key is very important here. In the key it explains that 1 bar 4 actually means 1.4. In a second example, we're asked to create a stem and leaf diagram from the following two sets of data. Now in this case, all the data has been rounded off to the nearest 10. So for the diagram, we can ignore the zeros at the end of each number. Well, we can start by drawing a pair of rough tables. Now the smallest number in the first list is 20, and if we ignore the 0 at the end, that's just 2 or 02. If we look at the numbers that are in the hundreds, they are 110, 100 and 150. So that is 11, 10 and 15. If we look at the numbers that are in the 200s, that's 250, 290, 250 and 240. So if we ignore the zeros, that's 25, 29, 25 and 24. And if we look at the numbers that are in the 300s, that is 380, 370, 360, so that's 3876. If we look at the numbers that are in the 400s, that's 410 and 420, so that's 4 with a 1 and a 2. And then for the numbers in the 500s, we've got 570, 510 and 580, so that's 5718. And the numbers in the 600 are 660 and 620, so that's 662. Now we can do the same thing with the second list. The lowest number is 180, and so that's 18. In the 200s, you've got 290 and 220, so that's 292. In the 300s, you've got 370, 350, 360 and 350, so that's 37565. In the 400s, we've got 440, 450 and 420, so that's 4452. In the 500s, we've got a lot. That's 500, 580, 540, 590, 520, 590, 510 and 530. So that is 508492913. And finally in the 600s we've got 660 and 670, so that's 667. Now again we can back these two diagrams with set A on the right and set B on the left. The stem is down the middle, that's from 0 to 6, and the leaves stretch out on either side, getting larger as they move away from the stems. So that gives us 0, 2, 8, 1, 0, 15, 9, 2, 2, 4, 5, 5, 9, 7, 6, 5, 5, 3, 6, 7, 8, 5, 4, 2, 4, 1, 2, 9, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 5, 1, 7, 8, 7, 6, 6, 2, 6. And again, it's very important in this case that we put in a key, because 5, 3, 6 means 360 in A and 350 in B.